everyone, and welcome to another book introduction. Today we're meeting in a different way. It's online. And as you can see, it's Tencent meeting. Anyways, let's just dive into our new book. Today we'll be going into a new book. And what exactly is it? Let's take a look. This book will be of the vanderbeekers of the 141st Street. And then it will be a new book introduction. So let's directly chop into this. First of all, the characters. In this story, there will be a lot of characters. And the characters are all listed in the following bit. Alright, so we have Mr. and Mrs. Vanderbeeker, which is basically the mother and father. We have Isa, Jesse, Oliver, Lanny, and Jeason. And these 5 are the children of Mr. and Mrs. Vanderbeeker. And it is quite a lot to take in. However, this is not really all of the members of the place. There are also different members. There will be a dog, actually 2 dogs to say for the short. There will be George Washington. I'll just write George GW here. There will be George Washington and also another one called France. And these 2 dogs will be belonging to 2 of the children over here. Following that, there will also be a rabbit. And this rabbit is called Paganini. And if you're a person that is deeply knowing about music, you should understand that Paganini is a famous musician. Anyways, let's continue. Now we'll be going into the main events or the key summary. So first of all, the Vanderbeekers of the 141st Street is a children's book about the Vanderbeeker family who lived in Harlem and are faced with the threat of being evicted from their beloved home. And the 5 people, the kids and also the 2 parents, they're really nervous because their landowner is a man that they all believe that is really like a werewolf, as described in the story. However, the truth is our landlord is actually losing a daughter and a wife a few months ago. And it is not a good thing for the landlord, meaning that he's going to evict the people outside of the building in order to stay in some peace. So the Vanderbeeker children, including Isa, Jesse, Oliver, Jeason, and Laney, band together to come up with a creative way to persuade their landlord to let them stay in the house. So this is really good now that they can finally stay in this house because normally they wouldn't be able to do that. Along the way, they learn about the importance of family, community, and perseverance. And these are also the things that we today also should be learning about. So the thing is, after they have learning about the family, community, and perseverance, they're actually failing on their plan to stop the landlord from evicting them. They still did not succeed at the end. It's actually the landlord that became good again, and he wanted them to stay. So why would the landlord want them to stay? Because Isa, one of the Vanderbeeker children, is actually holding the guitar that the landlord's daughter once did or did. And these 2 actually share the same music teacher. Then we have Jeason is a really good person for cats. And the landlord wants her to stay and teach teach him how to treat a cat nicely. Lainey is a really young person, something like 5 years old, and can bring a lot of warmth to the people, and especially to the landlord with the hugs. Then we have Jessie, which is a mad scientist in a way, and the landlord really likes her. Oliver, as a crazy and the only boy in the entire family, is also having a lot of specialities. Now, moving on, what I have learned in the story. So, firstly, the vanderbeekers of the 141st Street teaches important life lessons about the value of family, community, and also perseverance. So that is what we should be mainly learning about in the story. The Vanderbeeker children are a shining example of how people can just work together to achieve their goals and become successions. So they overcame their obstacles as seen in the story, and their obstacle is making the landlord let them go and let them stay there for longer. Throughout the book, they showcase the power of creativity, resourcefulness, and determination. These three are the specialities of the 5 children, and this can also help them overcome their obstacles. Additionally, the book highlights the importance of standing up for what is right and fighting for what one believes in. And this part means that actually you need to feel confidence in yourselves. Anyways, overall, the Vanderbeekers of 141st Street is an inspiring and heartwarming story that will leave a lasting impact on readers of all ages. And from that, I strongly suggest you to read it. And another point here that I would want to share is the pictures that I've put here. So this one of this little sprout in the sidewalk, as you may see, this thing is actually cement, which is really hard and not easy to go out. This is the obstacle for our main character, which is the sprout. This teaches us that we need to face our fears, and no matter how hard, physically hard in this case, the goal is, one day you will always succeed. If a plant can also do this, then we should also be able to. But all in all, that will be the end for this book report, and have a nice day. Never forget to subscribe. See you next time.